All right, so here we are in week 5. And I just want to tell you, for those of you that may have been trying to get into week 4, this is the Friday that week 4 attendance ends at noon. But what I'm going to do, and I'll do this while you're with me, is I'm going to extend it until Monday. And so if you come in here after that, it's not going to work. And the reason I'm going to do that is that I made a mistake on this one. Okay, so if you see it before the Monday due date, you can go ahead and show this one. I made the mistakes, and so if you don't do it by Monday at noon, then you won't have that week. So it was my mistake because of the way that I had set it up. Okay, and again, this is just only for online students. But by the way, do make sure you watch week 4, because as you notice, I do keep the videos available even if you can't reply. And week 4 is very important in the respect of how you report and handle issues with my IT lab. So if you've had some issues, please make sure, and even if you haven't, make sure the process I want you to follow if you are running into issues there. Okay, so here we are in week 5, and I just released the week's work here, and I'm going to go ahead and release the attendance in a minute, so know that you will have a little overlap of 4 and 5 showing up together. That's no big deal. So this week for classwork, I just recorded a little addendum to the video here that you actually have to watch for the notes. And this is short because it just shows you a little bit of an issue that I had to kind of work through because of the textbook, the ebook, and some linking. So make sure you watch that, but then you'll watch this, take notes, and then you'll also do a print screen when you finish that. And then you'll also, and I show you here, so use these headings, right? So class topics, help desk, and then lab test, because you're going to actually take notes as you work through this one that I'm going to switch to called software. And this is the subject of this chapter. And then I also want you to watch and take notes on this video because we are quickly approaching, and that's what I want to say this week. And I'm just going to preview it this week because I realized when I was looking at week 6, which is when it's due, I'm having you do a video from the past. So in that, I don't talk about the lab test, but I'm going to now just to give you the heads up. So we are ending our last word chapter. Which means we're moving on to our first lab test. And so if you click into here, like I said, in week 5 you're going to learn how lab tests work. But what you do is you do the work here by going into my IT lab. You download some stuff, and this again talks about it in the video. And then you'll do the work, right? You'll do the work, and then and it's going to give you a series of steps that you have to do. And then when you're ready, you submit the file back into my IT lab, and you get a score. And the cool thing is if you miss something, because you will get a report showing what you've missed, you can just update your file and try it again. And you have up to 3 times to do that lab test, so just make sure you get that. And the cool thing is here, there's a video here to show you actually how to do most of this work. So in addition to, right, just reading the step by step, which you absolutely need to do, okay, way important. And again, I'm giving you this preview now for week 6, but you know, it's just good to know what's heading at you. So if I go in here to course material, and you will already see that these are available. And remember, I give you the instruction, like you go to exams, you go to office, right? Hands-on. So let me just show you that. So we go to exams down here, and then we go to hands-on. And then here's the lab test, right? So what you do is you click into here. You open up the lab test. Now this opened a little bigger than what my screen is set at here, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to download something, a beginning file. So there's actually going to be 2 files. So you can either download them individually or both together. I'm going to download them together. I'm on my Mac, so it's going to look just a little different, but it's the same basic idea. Is even if you're on Windows, you can just click on it and it's downloaded, and you can either do show all or you can just click on it, but I'm going to do show all. I'm going to click on this, and what it is going to do, and typically and again on Mac, I get a folder. On Windows, what you do is you can go into the Explorer, and you find the zip file and you extract all. There's an option on Windows to extract all. So when you do that, you get the folder. So then here's the folder, and you have two files, the instruction and the starting document. Okay, and so that's what you'll work on. You'll walk through the steps that it'll tell you. Oh, sorry, let me get back in here. So once you're, oh, I have this open somewhere. I think it's right here behind me. Yeah, right here. So once you're in there, sorry to bounce around on you a little bit here, but let me move to here. So once you download the materials, okay, and that's what I just showed you. You work on it, you do the steps, right, and then you submit the file. Right now, by the way, this has to be in Microsoft Word, so make sure you have Word or you're working in the lab, and then you submit it for grading. And then when you submit it for grading, you'll get a list of the items that you got wrong, and then you can correct those and submit it up to 3 times. But as I said before, this video will really help you. Okay? All right, so in week 6, in addition to the lab test, we have something a little different and really important, which is you're going to do and I've already released this, so I'm just giving you the preview. You're going to learn, and I'm going to give you a little information at the beginning of this lecture down here. I'm going to have you fill out my form. You're going to take when you hit submit here, and I show you in the video how to do it, you're going to create a PDF. You'll upload it to my shared with Rio, and then you're going to create your own form. Okay, and then I show you what I want you to do here. All right, and this is just the write-up from the previous semester showing this, but you'll end up doing a couple of print screens and linking them into your classwork. So this is really cool because it really teaches you about hardware a little more, and it teaches you about more on creating PDFs, which you've done on the Word stuff. And because it's from a previous semester, it may look a little different in the beginning, but no worries. Hang in there. It's a little bit longer than what you're normally used to, and it is a little extra work. But it's very doable. I've had many students get through this. They say they actually learned a lot from doing this work. So I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, so again, that's your week 5 attendance, previewing a little bit of week 5 and what's coming in week 6, which is your lab test. All right, have a good one. Talk to you later.